Hi developers, today I'm going to tell you how to create login panel without using MySQL Server. Instead of this, I'll use arrays. You'll see how am I going to do that. First of all, I go get in new project and name them. Choose Windows application. I already did here and type your name and click OK. And if you want to change some properties of this form, which is came automatically appear on the screen, so you can right click and say properties here, and see here is the properties of them, features of them. You can change the background color, size, and anything you want. So I'm gonna add background image from local source. Let's see, it will come now. My computer is a little bit slow. Okay, I guess this one. Okay, here we go. You'll need toolbox to add labels, text box, and buttons to control what you want to do. So to login panel, what we need is labels. What we need are labels, text box, and buttons. So I'll choose two labels, drop, okay. You can make copy, okay. And as I said before, text box. The key is you need to name them. You must, actually it's a kind of obligation, you must name them carefully. Okay. And I'm choosing buttons, my buttons here. Did I say I'm gonna use arrays instead of SQL Server? For feature, I show you how to use SQL Server for login panel for other applications also. This for having access and for exit. Okay, now time to name them. I use features. This will be, let's say, okay, username. Let it be username. The other will be passwords. Here we go. So as you see, what I type for text box, txt name, for buttons, btn login. How you naming is really important for feature of the program for the coders, also developers. Okay, I drop a little bit up like this. It looks nice, I guess. Let's start to type codes. Okay, I click login because what I want is when the user double click login, so I'm gonna type what I want it to happen for button click. Let's start typing. So I'll use arrays. That's why I need to create two arrays. One of them will be used for password, the other will be used for username. So it must be match each other. I'm gonna use loops and if conditions, and of course some variable for the user to insert the data. And let's start to do that. All right, so I'm typing here, I'm making new function. Let it be name, enter. Of course it give error, so I haven't defined yet. Void enter. All right. Okay. So let's type arrays. The first arrays type is string. Okay, let it be string users and new user. Okay, hop. And this login panel will be used by hospitals. That's why I wanted one of these user, patient 1, and common. The other will be patient 2. Okay, sorry. Okay, and 3. Hop. Alright. So I'll make another array for passwords, and as I said before, it must be matched with each other. Okay, hop, copy here. This will be password for first patient, let it be 1. For the other, let it be 2. For the top one, will be 3. Alright, so I will define one bool wrong login, let it be. So you can type anything you want here. It doesn't matter, it's up to you. So it must be equal to false. So we're gonna use it later. I'm typing here time for taking data from the user. So string, let's say user n is equal to txt name dot x. Okay, so that will be for passwords. Let it be passed. txt pass. It came automatically. Sorry. Dot text. Okay. Now we use if condition to check what user input was matched. If before this, sorry, I forgot. Before this, I need to define some counter somewhere up over there. Counter, integer counter here. What happened? Okay. Let it be counter. Okay. And let it be 0. Sorry. Okay. And if counter is equal to 2, which means if user try to 2 times attempt to have an access get in the panel, then message box will be appear on the screen and say sorry, you tried more than 2, 3 times. Else, if the user doesn't do that, the user doesn't do that, hop. If the user doesn't do that, let's see. We use one loop, okay, to check what were entered. Let it start with 1, and this variable goes till our array's length. What was the name of users? Okay, users dot length. Okay, and it goes 1 by 1. My curly breaks, and then I need if. Okay, username, okay, is equal to, sorry, user n is equal to user names ith index, and it's same for here, pass equal to, okay, pass words I here, usernames, what was the name? Users, username and users here. I got wrong typing, that's important. Then okay, and then curly break again. Okay, new form. I define a new form to open it. Okay, new. Okay, here we go. New. Wow. This is the new form which I haven't created yet. So I'll create a new form which will be named as panel. So this is a variable of it. New form will come when if the user insert the same data that I defined in my array before on the program. Let's see. Okay, appeared, and then maybe the show, I guess, but it's yes. Here we go, and is height. Okay, and our bool variable bool wrong login, I can copy from here, needs to false even here. Okay, so let's create a new form. Okay, now I'll create a new form as panel here. Okay, now time for add else, and my curly break, wrong login true. Alright, and then here I guess here yes, message box that show sorry, get help, and I add my counter right here. Let's check if there is anything wrong. Go up. And no, my counter here, wrong place. I take and put here, it must be global. Okay, and I don't need to define as a 0. Okay, go back. Let's try execute the file and see what will happen. Alright, let's try patient 1. What was the password to remember? I guess 1. Okay, new panel came automatically. What happened if I try something with wrong? For example, 1. So I'm typing here 2. Sorry, get help. Okay, so I'm trying this 3 times. Get help. Let's see what will happen after the 3rd time. Okay, you try more than 3 times. What will happen? Login button is not enabled now. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time.